Hello, Grasshopper here. It is Saturday, April 12th, 2025. A new Magic the Gathering set came out this month. Tarkir Dragonstorm. I absolutely love this set. I think this set is great, and this set feels like a real Magic set to me. And we haven't had that in a long time, I feel. And this set is especially nostalgic for me because Khans of Tarkir is the first time I ever drafted Magic the Gathering or played in person in paper. Back in 2014 when it came out, and it's been a while. I barely remember it, but I had a few things going on back then. I've always been a gamer. Back then I was mostly focused on board games. I was playing a lot of board games with people and enjoying that. Hearthstone came out that year. I was playing Hearthstone a lot and enjoying that. And I guess I decided to go out sometime and because I went to the game store a lot and to check out board games usually, but maybe I saw some of the posters for cons. I'm not really sure what piqued my interest about it. I mean, I like the theme. I'm not sure how that all played out, but I went to a couple drafts and got to experience that and had a good time. Everybody was pretty nice, and I remember one guy in particular was I was telling people I was new to Magic, and he was trying to get me in the standard. He was like, "Oh man, you should play standard," and I was like, I didn't know what standard was. I mean, I was pretty ignorant of everything about Magic the Gathering. I was pretty ignorant about it, so I didn't know what standard was, and I was like, just kind of, I didn't know what to think about that. But he was really nice and he was generous, and he gave me a bunch of bulk cards, which is really nice of him, you know. So I had a good positive experience. I just kind of put it on the shelf. Like I said, I had other things going on, like board games and Hearthstone and just other entertainment options, I guess you could say. And I had fun. I remember really enjoying it. I remember coming out of the draft and being really just excited and had a good time. It was something different and unique for me, and I was like, wow, that was really fun, you know. But I just kind of took a step back, took a break, and then I came back. The next time I came back to Magic was Battle for Zendikar, and I thought the Eldrazi were pretty cool. It was something new to me, and I drafted it a couple times. I don't think I liked it very much. I think it was hard for me to draft. From what I've heard, it wasn't balanced very well. Like green wasn't as good in that set, from what people have told or what I've read. At any rate, though, I did 2 or 3 drafts in that set, and then I just kind of took a break. Kind of regret taking a break because I missed out on Eldritch Moon, which would have been cool to experience, and I missed out on Kaladesh, which would have been cool. So, next time I came back was I went to a game store one day, and I think it was National Board Game Day, and the board game group I was a member of was playing. And I don't think I liked the board games they were playing. They're kind of too much thinking involved. They just didn't interest me. It looked too serious and too much thinking involved. I don't think I was interested. So I was kind of standing around the game store board, just kind of looking at things and hanging out. And I think the owner was looking for some people for a draft for a new Magic the Gathering set. And I was like, sure, why not? So, and that set ended up being Amonkhet. And I really like Egypt and the Egyptian theme. It was cool. I thought that was really neat. So I drafted Amonkhet, had fun, and then I was hooked. That's what got me hooked into Magic, I guess. That's when I actually kind of made my own standard deck, and then I played Modern, and I started really taking the game more seriously, I guess, and kind of focusing more on it. So Amonkhet's the one that did it for me. And I wish we'd go back to Amonkhet at some point, or a world like Amonkhet that has Egypt an Egyptian theme. That would be neat. I know we just got Aether Drift, but that didn't really feel like Amonkhet to me. Not really. I'd rather have a set that where we just focus on Amonkhet. Let me see, where was it? Okay, so I haven't drafted in a while. I want to talk about that. So I haven't drafted in a while, and like 6 months. I think the last time I drafted was Dustmorn. I did a couple drafts. It was okay. I didn't really play much in it. I didn't like that set much. The theme was like I thought it was it was okay, but it was not something I was really interested in or didn't excite me. I don't think it felt like Magic. I think they went a little liberal with things, like with having televisions in the fantasy setting or things that look like televisions, whatever. I mean, however people want to rationalize it. I don't get it. But it had some cool cards, but it didn't feel like a Magic set to me. It didn't really get me jazzed or excited. So anyway, I did 2 or 3 drafts. Just kind of walked away from it. And then 6 months later, here we are. I'm loving Tarkir Dragonstorm. This has got me excited to draft again, excited to play the set, try to play the different archetypes. And as you can see, this deck here is Mardu Mobilize. I found that I really like Mardu. Mardu's my favorite faction so far. Probably the easiest for me to understand and play. The Mobilize mechanic's really good. Let me see what else. So my first draft I did just terrible. I didn't do good at all. I don't think. I had 0 wins, I believe. Then my second draft I got Zurgo, Thunder's Decree. And I learned very quickly how powerful Zurgo is, and Zurgo helped me get to 5 wins, I think, on my second draft. And from then on, I became a fan of Mardu and the Mobilize mechanic. That kind of put me on that course. And so I don't think I did good on my third draft, but fourth draft, I think I got Zurgo again, and I did pretty well. And then, but I know you can't always get Zurgo, which just kind of makes me sad inside. But this time I made a Mardu deck without Zurgo, and you can see I had 3 wins and 0 losses right now. So that's pretty good, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe I don't need Zurgo. Maybe if I just have enough Mobilize cards and good synergy, then it works. And you don't need to have Zurgo-ness, and so, which is good, because you may not always draw a Zurgo in your deck. So anyway, let me switch over to the game screen. Look at this. So here's the different. I like how they put the archetypes here. I really like that Wizards of the Coast does this. It's kind of cool. So the first one at the top is Mardu Mobilize, and then you got Go Wide tokens. You got Jeskai Flurry, 2 spells, Teamer Harmonize, which I might like to do that. I like Teamer. Teamer's a good. I mean, that's another faction I like. Green, because it's got green. I'm a kind of a fan of green. Leaves the Graveyard is another archetype. Sultai Renew. I like Sultai kind of. I might try that. Sultai can be a little trickier, probably a little more difficult for me to build a deck for, but might be something I'd try. I'm not big on blue. Blue's kind of hard in draft, I think. I don't think blue's answers are very good, and the play style. Maybe it's just the play style. Maybe it's a different play style, and I don't like playing on your opponent's turn because you're gonna cast counter spells, things like that, I guess, right? Or flash. I don't know. I just tend not to do very well with blue. I tend to avoid it. Green white is counters. Then you got Abzan Endure. I think Abzan is like my second favorite maybe right now. This might be the one that I might try for. Endure seems pretty good. And then you got black white Sacrifice. I might stay away from that. I'm not good at the Sacrifice style of decks. It's not really something I'm necessarily good at. So anyway, but that's the archetypes we got, and I like how they list them here. It gives you like a roadmap, I guess, if you've never drafted the set. And I think the first thing I do when I was draft a set is I start learning like what are the answers, right? You got to know what the answers are to put in your deck. And I'm starting to learn that. And let me go into my deck. I'll show you the deck. Mardu Mobilize. Open it up here. So I started learning like with Dragon's Prey. That's an answer. I kind of overlooked this card. Just being honest. It's pretty good removal. 3 mana is pretty cheap. And one thing, like it says, it target a dragon. I haven't had this be a problem yet. So anyway, let's go through the deck. Got Descendant of Storms. That's an Endurer creature. You know, pretty decent. She at least gives you a body so that you can use for sacrificing or blocking or something, or attacking. Mardu Devotee, mana fixing, and that Scry 2 ability is pretty good. I like that for sure. I've found that to be very useful. Duty Beyond Death. This is a new card to me. This card has been really great. It's helped me. It's helped swing some games for me. 2 games I played this and the opponent scooped because they got blown out by it. I would swing in, then cast this. I mean, it gives your creatures indestructible and +1. I mean, come on, that's pretty good if you can pull it off. It can be a bit awkward, and so I'd be careful having too many copies. But if you get it to work, it can work out pretty well. Really, it can work out pretty well. I got this Storm Beacon Blade. I'm not big on equipment, but I figured, well, I'll give it a try. So I threw it in. I haven't been disappointed yet. I took this and put it on a creature. I put it actually on my Dragonback Lancer, one of those, and oh boy, yeah, that was pretty good. Not bad. Alesha's Legacy. Death Touch indestructible, so I mean, pretty good combat trick. And 2 mana seems solid to me. I don't think I used it once. That's right, I used it on a token. Had to pause the video for a minute. So then where was I? Okay, Devoted Duelist, decent. Can ping a little bit. I'm not crazy about this card. Fire Rim form. It's it's okay. It can work, but I'm not crazy about it. That's just me. Shock Brigade. I like this card. This little guy's pretty good. He's got Mobilize. Has Menace. The Menace really helps. I like this card. This card's really good. Shocking Sharpshooter. I mean, I got 2 of them. I can't believe that. It's uncommon, and I got 2 of them. I think these get snatched up pretty quick. I think. I mean, I may be wrong, but I would think these would be picked pretty highly. But I got lucky and got 2 of them. It's got Reach and Pings. Every time you go, I think synergizes really well with Mobilize. Dragon's Prey. I think I already talked about that. Removal card. Now I haven't played with him before, so this guy's new to me. So far I haven't been disappointed. He's pretty good. He can make another creature for you for sacrificing for different reasons. And he's got lifelink 2/1. I mean, pretty good. Got a couple copies of him. Underfoot Underdogs. They're pretty good. It can make a creature make one of the goblins unblockable, or well, any creature, I guess, with power 2 or less. And then you can get in for some extra damage. You know, so works real good with dealing out that damage. You kind of this is like death by 1,000 cuts, pretty much. Just little creatures getting in and stuff like that. This is the card. This card's very good, I think, for draft. It's the Dragonback Lancer. I had no idea, but I love this card. This card's great. Flying, Mobilize 1, because the flying you're just going in there, you know, getting in there and making a creature every time, and I think it's a very powerful card. Don't think it should be overlooked. I was overlooking it. I'm not anymore. This can maybe work in green, white, and other archetypes. And I think I put my blade on one of these Dragonback Lancers. See, Rally the Monastery. Okay card. I'm not a big fan of this, but I mean, I can see how it's decent, I think. Anyway, let's move on. I just don't know if it needs to be an uncommon. It's modal. I guess it's pretty good. Okay, let's just move on. I don't really know what to think about it. That one. Venerated Stormsinger. First time I've gotten him. So he... So that's more pinging. So it definitely synergizes. I mean, you got Shocking Sharpshooter combined with Venerated Stormsinger. I mean, it's pretty deadly. Meticulous Artisan, so she can help fix your mana. She's got his prowess. Decent body, I guess. Not bad. I haven't been disappointed in this card. I think it's a pretty good card. It can really come in clutch if she fixes your mana. That treasure might actually really help out sometimes. And I got this Marshal of the Lost, and I haven't really played him. He's never showed up in my hand. I've been doing okay without him. He seems like a good card. I just haven't really got to play him yet. Played this a couple times. Used the removal, that Charring Bite. I've used that, and I summoned the actual dragon once, I think, and swung with it, and it gains you life. It was just to fill out my deck, I guess. Pretty much, it fills out my deck. But that's the deck. Got a couple 2-color lands here with the Bloodfell Caves, and not a lot of mana fixing, I guess, in this deck. But I haven't had any problems really. I've been been lucky, but I haven't really had any problems with the mana for 3 colors, which is good. I usually don't do 3 colors. I'm surprised I've been doing so well. Not going to complain. But that's my deck, basically. Just wanted to let me get out of this, close that. So that's the deck. Hope you like it. I just wanted to showcase this deck before it goes away, or before I'm done playing it. I'm going to plan on drafting more decks. Maybe I can record some gameplay with this deck, I hope. And hopefully I can use that one spell is showing. Oh gosh, I forgot what it's called. Let me go back. Duty Beyond Death. Hopefully I can show some gameplay where I use Duty Beyond Death and blow out an opponent and make them scoop. I've got to do it twice so far. I've got to do that 2 times, and it was pretty incredible. I mean, I didn't blame my opponents for conceding, because I was like, whew, that's rough. Indestructible of counters, and it's just like, wow. And it killed all their creatures. They didn't have a board. They had like 1 creature left sometimes, I think. But they blocked with all their creatures, and I've used that combat trick. It's just like, it's strong. It's a house. So I'm enjoying Tarkir Dragonstorm. It feels like I said, it feels like a real Magic set. And I'm glad. I'm excited. I think the last standard set that I got excited about was probably Brothers War. I really liked Brothers War. I mean, I liked it probably. I liked it a lot. I just love that set. It just felt like that felt like a Magic set to me too. A lot of people complained about the Transformer cards in it. I guess because it kind of what do you call it? Killed the aesthetic or killed the vibe or didn't fit. Okay, didn't fit with the theme. Maybe, I guess. I mean, to me, it fits with the. I mean, I guess because it's a Universes Beyond kind of thing put into the universes within. I don't know. I didn't really think about it much, honestly. I didn't understand why people were so upset about the Transformer cards. I don't think they were in the draft. I don't. I have to look. I don't remember. I don't remember them being in the draft. It's kind of like I'm thinking they were kind of like a special thing that came in just like in packs. That didn't really bother me much. I kind of I liked Brothers War. the artifacts had like Mishra's Bauble and lots of artifact, a lot of little dirty artifact stuff you could do in that draft. So which I kind of like. I usually don't like that kind of thing. I guess, or I shouldn't say don't like. I don't really look for it, but I found that I really enjoyed it in Brothers War. And like I said, I thought Brothers War felt like a Magic set to me, personally. If you just dismiss, if you could just forget about the Transformers cards, then I guess it was like to me it was like a real Magic set. I mean, it had Urza in it, it had Mishra in it. I mean, how could it not be a Magic set or feel like one? But some people didn't like it, I guess. This set though, Tarkir Dragonstorm, it's got Magic the Gathering DNA. This is good. I don't know why. And one thing I was wondering is like, why did it take so long for us to come back to Tarkir? It was 2014 last time we were in Tarkir, I guess. And now it's 2025, and it's I personally, I feel like Wizards of the Coast focuses way too much on Ravnica, and I think what people like about Ravnica is the guilds, and now that we got Omen Pass, why can't the guilds be on any plane? I would think that's what Wizards of the Coast should do, is have the guilds go out and recruit people maybe in other planes, you know, and then you could have the guilds on other planes from that are the same guilds from Ravnica. I don't know. I'm a fan of the guilds, like the different ones, like Boros. I'm usually a big Boros player, and Golgari's pretty cool. Demir's not bad. So, I mean, you know, and everybody knows the guilds are kind of like a fan favorite thing, so why not spread that across the whole multiverse? And then you could have each plane exhibit the guilds or express the guilds in their own way. That's just my thoughts. I mean, it'll probably, you know, it may not ever happen, but I think Wizards of the Coast focuses too much on the Ravnica, the plane, and it's like, and not what. And they don't think about what people like about the plane. Like, I don't like the city. I didn't like the city stuff that much, but I like the guilds. So I don't really. So it's not necessarily the plane itself for a person like me. I digress. I'm kind of getting I'm kind of rambling. Sorry about that. So anyway, but this is Tarkir Dragonstorm. I'm glad we're back in Tarkir. We're supposed to go back to Lorwyn, I think, sometimes next year or something. It's on the horizon, I guess, and that's cool. I look forward to that. I never played original Lorwyn, and I know a lot of people are nostalgic for Lorwyn, which is cool. I think Lorwyn looks kind of neat. I've looked at the artwork for Lorwyn, and I like how the elves, like I think some of them have horns, which is kind of weird to me. They have like these like curled like ram horns on Lorwyn. The elves do, which I don't know what that's about. I'm kind of ignorant about Lorwyn. I think there's no humans on Lorwyn, so there's a lot of different other fantasy races, I guess. So that's cool. I'm excited. So I'm excited to go to Lorwyn. And hopefully they Wizards does it correctly and does it right, and makes it good, you know, and makes it fun. So I'm excited about Lorwyn. Sure, why not? It'll be a new experience for me, and hopefully it feels like a real Magic set too. I would like to see another set like Amonkhet. Personally, I like the Egyptian theme. I can't really think of much else that I'd like to see a return to. We've done Innistrad a lot. Not sure. Anyway, so I just want to showcase this deck before it goes away. Maybe I can, and that's it. I think I'm kind of rambling. I'll just stop the video right here.